Welcome back to our channel, where we share updates and untold stories about Catherine, Princess of Wales, and her royal family. Today, we bring you some news. Princess Anne takes the throne from King Charles as Camilla loses her title. Insider reports indicate that Princess Anne will ascend to the throne after King Charles's definitive decision, implying that Camilla would forfeit her title. Queen Camilla may have indeed relinquished her title as queen. The British royal family has consistently been a focal point of controversy, despite appearances to the contrary. A multitude of concerns and themes pertain to the realm of royal drama. This recent issue has astonished even the most knowledgeable royal analysts. Allegations have emerged that King Charles has revoked Queen Camilla's title. Princess Anne, rather than Prince William or Prince Harry, is now garnering significant public attention. What factors may have driven the monarch to take such drastic measures against his wife? What implications does this have for the future of the monarchy, and what consequences will ensue? Upon hearing the phrase royal family scandal, many often associate it with clandestine romances inside the palace and other unrecorded criminal activities. This new problem transcends a mere episode of The Crown. It pertains to rumors and latent tensions that have been accumulating within the British monarchy. For several individuals, Queen Camilla epitomizes a persistent reminder of one of the most significant scandals in the monarchy's history. This disagreement altered the palace and the narrative of royal history. The most prominent aspect is the scandalous affair between Prince Charles and Camilla. Nevertheless, many saw the significant setback that ensued, namely, the loss of the Queen Consort's title. People could not anticipate that King Charles's decision to initiate a new era would affect so many individuals. However, due to the involvement of his wife and sister, Princess Anne, there is much intrigue over the events that transpired inside the royal household. Has Queen Camilla engaged in any actions that would render her unsuitable for the role of queen? What prompted King Charles to make such a significant decision? Can you elucidate the rationale behind Princess Anne's selection for this position? The Queen issued the announcement, and it was said that Queen Camilla delivered the speech. Individuals were astonished by the announcement, despite the fact that no one was prepared for the subsequent events. Individuals were mostly apprehensive over the appointment of a successor to the abruptly vacated office. Princess Anne, rather than Prince Harry or William, was the recipient of the Work Award. You truly comprehend the situation. It is said that the Princess Royal, often regarded as the least favored member of the royal family, has unexpectedly risen in prominence. Individuals who have been monitoring the royal scandals, intrigues, and health issues as if they were an interminable reality show seem to have encountered an unforeseen plot twist. The monarch addressed the assembly with a grave but composed demeanor while delivering his proclamation. He recognized the increasing discontent with the monarchy and the growing desire for stability, integrity, and service as paramount. However, this alone did not provide a compelling argument for abolishing the Queen's title. What transpired in an imperfect manner? The king, renowned for his protective nature towards his wife, undertook this audacious action. What prompted this decision? Insiders at Buckingham Palace indicate that King Charles's decision is influenced by the increasing public disapproval of Camilla's tenure and Princess Anne's unwavering dedication to the monarchy. This remains accurate, despite the statement's ambiguity and speculative nature. Camilla was involved with Charles throughout his marriage to Princess Diana. The title of Queen Consort was thought to signify her forgiveness and acceptance of him. Nonetheless, the gravity of the situation renders a new start practically unattainable for her. Critics assert that the broader populace will never fully embrace her. Public interest in Princess Anne is increasing, as she may become the next Queen of England, given that the narrative around Queen Camilla seems to be concluding. Individuals knowledgeable about the British royal succession, together with critics and the general populace, remain perplexed about the king's choice of his sister. What prompted his selection of Princess Anne over another candidate? Some individuals assert that the king favors his sister above others, and this assertion is valid. Princess Anne is among the most dedicated and accountable members of the royal family. From the outset, she has been the silent force driving her family's success. She is regarded as the most industrious queen due to her unwavering commitment to her vocation and her pragmatic disposition. These factors have contributed to her attainment of this rank. Notwithstanding the worldwide media's scrutiny of Harry, Meghan, and Kate's apparel, Princess Anne stays steadfast and committed to her responsibilities. She does hundreds of public appearances annually without issue, and during her more than 50 years of royal duties, she has effectively completed thousands of engagements without media exposure. Princess Anne has represented the monarchy in many locations, including hospitals and conflict zones. Her unwavering commitment has earned her the respect that the modern monarchy critically needs. Individuals generally place their faith in Princess Anne when queried. Her appeal is not in her flamboyance or absence of scandals, but in her dependability. She comported herself more like a soldier than as a princess. She opposed her children receiving titles and declined any more royal privileges. Since her integration into the royal family, Queen Camilla has been the subject of persistent rumors. From the outset, many have seen the elevation of Camilla to queen consort, rather than being a mistress, as a transgression against Princess Diana's legacy. Despite Camilla's diligent efforts to attain her position, many believe she was granted it rather than having earned it through exceptional endeavor. Conversely, Anne never pursued a title, which is ironic since it leads many to believe she merits one. This may elucidate the rationale for the monarch's selection of his sister. The Princess Royal is undoubtedly well-suited to excel as queen due to her appropriate demeanor for the role. It is essential to acknowledge that the monarch's actions generate legal issues prior to drawing any judgments on the legal ramifications. In a constitutional monarchy, the sovereign or their consort often holds the title of queen. What functions are expected within this structure? Parliament is expected to reconsider the issue, allowing Princess Anne to serve as the Queen's formal and symbolic representative. Individuals have responded in various ways to the King's decision. Many express satisfaction with Princess Anne's new position and offer their support. Nevertheless, some contend that the monarch should adhere to established protocols regarding succession and consort. When individuals contemplate royal transitions, they often consider scandals rather than succession diagrams. This is due to scandals being more impactful than succession diagrams. What if the paramount and perilous change in the monarchy pertains not to the union of married couples, but to the determination of the next individual to ascend the throne? There is unequivocal clarity on the identity of the next monarch. This is grounded on heritage, law, and constitutional principles that have existed for centuries. Consequently, Prince William is the heir apparent after his father. His son George will succeed him. Princess Anne ranks low in the line of succession, since her younger siblings and their offspring precede her. How could she possibly ascend to the leadership of the kingdom? Let us start by examining what is of paramount significance. Should we exert sufficient pressure, the British kings may yield. Do you remember King Edward? In 1936, he abdicated his post to Mary Wallace Simpson, an American progressive with 2 divorces. The populace, government, and Church of England in Britain were utterly intolerant of this situation. That one move disrupted the whole line of succession, resulting in Queen Elizabeth ascending to the throne. Such occurrences are improbable, although they remain possible. The monarchy persists today due to popular support, despite its long-standing existence. This indicates that it lacks genuine legitimacy unless it is sanctioned by both the populace and Parliament. Parliament may consent to modifications in the line of succession contingent upon popular demand. Although many believe otherwise, it is not illegal. There is a possibility that Princess Anne is not the immediate successor to the throne, yet her substantial popularity is indisputable. She has emerged as a national treasure due to her impeccable record, robust work ethic, and decades of unwavering dedication. This is mostly due to her impeccable record. The Princess Royal may be receptive to the position of queen, which is surprising but commendable. Notwithstanding the challenges of the succession procedure and alterations in legislation, several individuals contend that she would be an exemplary queen. As skepticism increases, a greater number of individuals are intrigued by her prospective position as queen. Princess Anne was born in 1950 at Clarence House in London. Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip have a singular daughter. She was born on August 15 Thi. Her royal title necessitated a life of obligation, but she declined to don a crown. She is subordinate in the line of succession to her younger brothers. Although she is a member of the royal family, the Princess Royal is acknowledged for her remarkable intellect, resolute drive, and strong independence. This is the reason behind the many members of the royal family. She surpassed all other members of the royal family, including King Charles, by completing over 450 official responsibilities in 2023. The princess has consistently prioritized action above fame, despite receiving less media attention than younger royals. She is often seen at various occasions, including military parades and agricultural exhibitions. Princess Anne has visited conflict zones, areas affected by natural disasters, and refugee camps in her capacity as a patron for over 300 charities, military regiments, and other organizations. She assists Save the Children, among other organizations. She has collaborated with these organizations for over 50 years, and as a result of her efforts, several children have received assistance. Princess Diana was named too as the People's Princess due to her charm and benevolence. Princess Anne, conversely, is recognized for her strength, humility, and profundity. Although she is mostly recognized for her royal responsibilities, she has a profound interest in equines. In 1976, she has become the initial pupil of the Royal Circle to join in the Olympics. She was a member of the equestrian team that traveled to Montreal to compete on behalf of the UK. If you found it remarkable, you should anticipate her to have military responsibilities. Some individuals may see Princess Anne's military qualifications as mere ostentation, yet they are substantive. Her service in the Royal Navy and the Royal Air Force has afforded her the opportunity to encounter individuals in many locations. Her esteemed regard for the military has made her prominent not just among military circles, but also in broader society. During the 2022 Vigil of the Princes, when Queen Elizabeth was interred, she assumed a crucial part and stood sentinel. She was a maternal figure. In contrast to other royal parents, she refrained from bestowing regal titles onto her children, Peter and Zara. She undertook this action to ensure her children may experience a life of normalcy. She was bestowed with recognition due to her bravery and audacity. Princess Anne was the second offspring, yet, upon her birth, she was third in the line of succession to the throne. However, with the birth of male children thereafter, she dropped in the hierarchy. She is now 15th in the line of succession to the throne, indicating her considerable distance from it. Nonetheless, an unusual and remarkable occurrence has transpired lately. King Charles is claimed to have rescinded Queen Camilla's title, bequeathing the crown to Princess Anne. This is what individuals have been asserting. If this news, which seems unlikely, occurs, what will the office sound like? Would this be considered natural, or does it signify a gradual transformation of the world's oldest monarchy? Princess Anne prioritizes duty and substance. Should she ascend to the throne, her rule would likely embody a blend of unwavering commitment to service and humility, along with a pronounced emphasis on tradition. Individuals anticipate that she will introduce military precision and organizational efficacy to the royal family. During her rule, the monarchy is likely to diminish in prominence and prioritize other significant matters. Her extensive expertise in humanitarian work suggests she would prioritize social impact and community engagement. She will address critical subjects such as education, veteran care, and climate change. She would undoubtedly streamline the monarchy by reducing expenses, minimizing the royal family, and prioritizing subjects that truly impact society. It is quite unlikely that she would assume the position of a reformer outsider, as some anticipated Harry or Meghan would, nor will she embody the nurturing queen archetype exemplified by her mother, Queen Elizabeth. The ascension of Princess Anne to the throne would have global ramifications. She may attain the same level of fame as her mother, who was renowned globally. She would epitomize the ideal working-class monarch, admired for her integrity, diligence, and unwavering dedication to accomplishing tasks. She would exemplify an ideal, practical monarch. Despite much speculation surrounding this matter, many individuals continue to seek clarification on the rationale for the king's revocation of Queen Camilla's title. Is it attributable to Camilla's decade-long challenges, or is there further pertinent information? Camilla Parker Bowles diligently strove for several years to earn the public's favor after being labeled the other woman during Charles's tumultuous marriage to Princess Diana. Due to her name being associated with several debates and issues recently, no one was inclined to consider her perspective. Over time, the royal family altered public perceptions of themselves. Upon King Charles's ascension, Queen Camilla assumed the esteemed position of Queen Consort, a post she had previously occupied. The past, however, has a tendency to resurface unexpectedly. Recent discussions have focused on clandestine relationships, familial conflicts, and implications that Camilla had more influence over King Charles than widely perceived. Over time, both political adversaries and younger generations scrutinized the monarchy, resulting in apparent fissures. Subsequently, a significant crossroads had arrived. An informed source has said that King Charles is very concerned that Camilla's persistent problems are diminishing the monarchy's stature. King Charles made the audacious decision to remove Camilla from the crown due to the increasing public demand for reform and declining support for the monarchy. There are rumors that the monarch intends to divorce Queen Camilla for unspecified reasons. Individuals may exacerbate their marital issues due to their atypical relationship history and the intense scrutiny associated with royal status. In 2018, the Queen petitioned for a court-ordered divorce from Prince Charles, as corroborated by verified sources. The tension escalated to the point that Queen Camilla threatened to disclose confidential royal secrets if her demands were not met. Following much introspection, the couple successfully resolved their disputes without resorting to litigation. King Charles's recent health issues have complicated their marriage. An increasing number of reports indicate that the Queen has been imploring the king to prioritize his health, especially as his cancer diagnosis worsens. The king has disregarded medical advice and refused to lessen his workload, exacerbating his wife's anger. According to insiders, Queen Camilla usually returns to her residence, Ray Mill in Wiltshire, on weekends, while the king remains at Highgrove House. This suggests that the couple's marriage is in jeopardy. This separation affords both individuals the opportunity for personal space. However, as members of royalty, their actions will continually be subject to speculation by others. Buckingham Palace does not address personal problems. Consequently, these claims are mostly conjectures, notwithstanding the considerable discourse around a likely divorce that is attracting significant attention. The whole narrative may remain undisclosed until the royal family issues a public comment, since they often maintain the confidentiality of their private affairs. Let us focus on the speculations about Princess Anne's potential responsibilities as queen for the time being. What implications will this have for the future of the monarchy? Princess Anne's impending coronation as the future queen consort of England will undoubtedly provoke much discussion within the royal family, and not all members will be pleased. Prince William was reportedly astonished by the monarch's contentious declaration that his sister will receive the title of queen consort. He undoubtedly respects his aunt, nonetheless. He recognizes that this strategy might endanger decades of well-orchestrated succession. He asserts that Princess Anne's ascension to the role of queen, either as a consort or as a sovereign, might complicate the peaceful transition he has been orchestrating. William is aware that the decision may have political ramifications, although he has confidence in his aunt's ability to improve the situation, as per a palace insider. King Charles's decision necessitates the evolution of the monarchy for its survival. Confidence, rather than mere custom, sustains its continuity. The royal family may have opted to withhold their thoughts or to align with the monarch. Who can ascertain with certainty? It is believed that Queen Camilla would have the most profound emotional reaction despite her official silence on the matter. Her ascent to the throne has been arduous, and now that she has attained it, she is encountering murmurs suggesting that her title may be revoked and she may be supplanted by Princess Anne. The Princess Royal was concerned for an extended period that Queen Camilla would be unable to fulfill her responsibilities as queen consort. Should she be removed, the issue would significantly worsen, making it difficult to resolve. Queen Camilla ought not to have been astonished by her discontent with the king's selection. Her future creations remain unknown to everybody. The prospect of the Princess Royal ascending to the throne is both surprising and improbable, primarily due to its unforeseen nature. The global media will undoubtedly use this transition of authority to forward their agendas. Some individuals see Princess Anne as an emblem of feminism, but others perceive it as a futile endeavor to sustain the monarchy. Regardless of the circumstances, Princess Anne's rule will garner significant attention and provoke debate. This move may reveal the inherent fragility of the monarchy. It is feasible that the answer is no. Nonetheless, one certainty persists. If Princess Anne were to succeed to the throne, the globe would experience irrevocable change. The monarchy may transform. All we can do is await the outcome to see whether this idea proves accurate, despite its apparent improbability. Thank you for watching the video. Please let us know your thoughts, and goodbye for now.